All right. Welcome to Collectors of the Coast. I am Cash.
I'm George.
And George has joined me here. He's a big D&D guy, and he has joined me for this opening. Doesn't actually really play Magic, but maybe. We're trying to get him into it. So he's gonna join us. He's gonna open the first pack here for us. Hopefully he pulls a big D&D card, Elminster, or you know who Elminster is. Yeah. So hopefully he pulls a big, or Minsk and Boo, or something like that. So he's gonna help us out here. We'll kind of see what his joy is. We are here at Dragon World Games. We want to thank them so much for letting us open some packs for them early. We got our lucky rabbit from our first opening. He's gonna supervise this thing today. So, and hopefully we do some good stuff. So you can open. So you just want to pull like. We'll see if he gets a card Tornado. So he's probably pretty good. Dash, when he used to do this, my son that we do openings with. He's pretty good for opening the whole thing, and they all fly all over the table. So he's getting a little better over the years. So that was an ongoing joke when we started doing our channel. So
Card Tornado.
Card Tornado. Nothing like seeing a $100 card go flying across the room.
Oh yeah, that's just never a good time.
The purists at home, not big fans. You know.
Here we go.
I've gotten that. You handle the cards wrong, and you'll get comments. So.
All right, so we got ourselves a Dawnbringer Cleric. I believe that's a common, right?
That is a common. It's a reprint.
Yeah, reprint.
Yeah, it's a good one, though.
Temple is under attack, another common.
Okay.
Like that goblin design in there. Ooh, Ghastly Death Tyrant. Beholders are very cool. I love the kind of red design in here, another common. Rescuer Chwinga, I think you showed me one of these.
I did show you one of those. Yeah, he's the bunnies.
Bunny guy here. Beckoning Will-O-Wisp. Ooh, I enjoy this kind of creepy swamp design. I believe that's a rare.
That's an uncommon still.
Uncommon. Here we have another. I believe this is a land.
Yeah, it's the land.
My terminology here is going.
He's pretty good. He's you're doing well. You're gonna take my job, man.
Minthra, Merciless Soul. Another uncommon here. I like this kind of weird design here where it's like.
You heard Minthara? Is Minthara in D&D? Have you heard of that? Do you read any of the books?
I have read some of the books, but I don't recognize them off the top of my head.
Either. Okay, it's been a while. I read them all like for at one point.
On the comments, if you know, you should tell us where it's come from. Scion of Hallister here, legendary enchantment, but still a common card. Very cool. I like that death vibe. A Straight Urchin. So
this one's actually a little different in that the treatment on the card is called a etched card. Etched. So it's just a little bit. They tend to not bend.
Yeah, you can definitely see that difference there. Yeah, that's really cool. Fraying Line. Ooh, that's
a rare. Yeah, that's our first rare. So we're into the rare part of the pack.
Hey, that's pretty good.
We're looking for some big mythics here. We're looking for some. Oh, they turned a card around in there. I see that.
Venture Forth. That's a rare.
Okay.
I like this more like full art design, kind of like our rabbit friend here. Oh,
exactly. Here, I'm gonna put the rare full arts.
Oh yeah.
And the rares over here. Okay.
So we got another kind of full art rare here. So that one's pretty good.
One of Valhalla. Very nice.
Austrian the Decadent.
So that's an etched finish.
Yeah.
It's a rare, really good actually card. So this guy's unique in because he's called legendary. So in a game called Commander, he can be your commander, kind of like your guy who sits on the table and hangs out, and
like the boss monster.
Exactly, like lead your army or whatnot. So he's kind of cool.
Again with this nice design, this is not.
Do you like that?
Yeah, it's a very nice card.
See, I don't like this kind of art.
Yeah, I'm kind of okay with it. It brings me back to like that when first edition Dungeons and Dragons style. It's really nice.
Okay.
Another rare though. So we'll put that one here. Or?
Sure. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
We'll put it there.
All right.
Oh,
there we go. That's a mythic. So we got a big mythic here.
Font of Magic. I believe that looks like a warlock there kind of design. Etched. Is that etched?
That is not etched. It's just a full art foil. It's called foil. So it's like this is a foil as well. And then you'll get some that are, I think they're all foiled in here. But it's just because it's full art foil really stands out, eh?
Yeah, very cool. I like the warlock design. It looks like a tiefling, if I'm not mistaken. The horns are kind of...
That makes sense.
Giving me the tiefling vibes, so we'll put that one over...
Hey, there we go!
On screen.
And look at the big...
On! We got another rabbit buddy here.
Bunny!
More bunnies!
Alright, so we're going to go into pack 2 here. We're looking for some of those big... Like Nine Fingers Keen, I don't know where that's from either. I wonder if that's from a book. So I kind of wonder with this stuff. So I'm going to go kind of quickly through the commons. So usually like through the commons and commons, we'll go really fast because people get lots of them and they don't care. All right.
Candlekeep.
Is Candlekeep a thing?
Candlekeep is actually a source. It's a source book or We actually have it here, I think.
Oh, there's one of the books in the store?
Yeah, Candlekeep Mysteries. Very.
Can't see it on the shelf from here, can we?
No, I actually believe it's on the other shelf
okay.
over there. But yeah, no,
All
it's
right.
a very fun campaign book, module book to play through. It does like a bunch of mini campaigns.
So this is an awesome rare reprint. So this has been another set. It's called Basilisk Collar. Really good card. So
Basilisks are very scary in D&D shows. Be wary of them.
definitely. He's a big, funny, scary looking dude. Nal Feshni. I don't know. Beast Demon?
Yeah.
He looks like some kind of... He's got big boobs, eh?
Right.
It's scary enough. All right.
Look up. We're going to end up on the weird side of the internet with that one.
There we go. Barroom Brawl.
Love that full art. That's such like a nice design.
It is in such an adventure kind of deal, right? Like you get the whole band of adventurers.
Gives you like that homey feel almost.
Oh man, these are all flipped. It's really weird.
Ooh,
It's not a normal thing.
That yellowish color there, mixing with like the gold in the back.
Yeah,
here.
it's really nice and this is again like an etched one.
Yeah.
And they're pretty nice. I don't know where I'm gonna put it. All right, I can never figure out where to put them. They used to come when you buy a pack of cards. You'd get basically one kind of art, and nowadays you get like 4 different kinds of art. So you're trying to figure out. It's really hard to figure out where you want to put stuff. So we got a Pegasus, and we got Alturo Survivors, if I said that right.
Yep, Altro.
And it's a Tiefling. Is that what you said?
Yeah, more Tieflings. Yeah,
I didn't know how to say that
there.
word, so everyone's going to be impressed you taught me how to say Tiefling. So, what is that? So a Tiefling is what?
So a Tiefling is, imagine, this is going to be a bad description, and your comment section's going to destroy me for this one, but a Tiefling's almost like an Underdark residence.
Okay.
So they are considered to be an evil race.
Okay.
And they don't typically get along with people in society. Of course, when you're playing as a Tiefling, you can make it like that your goal is to be more accepted.
Okay.
But they're usually looked upon as if they'll always cause evil, or they'll always bring some kind of bad things with them. It's a very interesting character.
Would they be like part of the Underdark with like the Dark Elves and stuff? Or?
Yeah, definitely. You could find them in the Underdark.
Okay.
I don't remember if they don't originate there.
I don't remember them from...
But they do get kind of banished there, and then every once in a while one just kind of...
I don't remember them. I read the Dark Elf trilogy a bunch of times, and I don't remember them, so that's why I'm wondering where they...
Ooh, I like a very noble devil here. I love this design. I believe that's called a reverse hollow, or is that a hollow?
I don't know, actually. In the set. Do you know what they're calling these? Oh, look at that.
Oh, what do we got?
Look at this, look at this, look at this. I gotta pull it in a pack.
I pulled into a pack.
Elminster. You're don't put it on the camera yet, because we're gonna pull it in a pack.
Well, great. Now
That's very exciting.
Well, now that when we get it in this pack, it's going to be real.
He is beautiful. Oh my goodness. We want Elminster. I gotta go through it at the end if we don't pull it, because we gotta pull it. So we got a devil treasure. So in these fancy packs, we get 2-sided tokens. So you can kind of use them for tokens for 2 different things. And then like in the regular boxes,
Well, that's useful.
which we got over here somewhere.
I believe this one here is actually a bearded devil, and because you can tell by like the whipped beards, at the end I actually say there's a spike, so you can actually attack with his beard to try and
really?
to try and grapple a player, and then just continue to stab him. It's really interesting.
Oh wow. Okay, so look, we got a Minsk. We got a card here with Minsk and Boo. And this is a scary looking hamster, man.
Oh yeah, you should never mess with him. Never
Boo,
mess with
let's
Boo.
see how this miscreant handles a furry missile of justice.
Oh yeah, never mess with Boo. Minsk, if you find Minsk on his own, Boo's hiding somewhere. Always be careful for Boo. That's why his name is Boo, because he scares you.
Really?
No, I just made that up.
If that sounded very believable. You should have went with it. We got like probably 3/4 of the people would have believed you.
Probably.
Yeah.
Do we have like mostly Magic players in your kind of following, or?
Probably, but this set's kind of weird. Like, so when we did there was a first D&D set. So this fish horror is kind of cool. But when the first D&D set came out, I have a friend who doesn't play Magic at all, and he literally bought like 6 boxes just to get all the D&D cards.
Nice.
So it's kind of hard to know who's watching, to be honest. I mean, I presume most people are mostly Magic players, but
That's true.
there we go, Minsk and Boo. 2 boxes. We actually got them twice. So
Full art, beautiful. I love this card.
So this is my favorite version of cards, is the full art foil, and Minsk and Boo is pretty fancy. Do we know what we did with the... Oh, there's just 2 Mythics so far. So we're pretty low on Mythics so far. We're a few packs in. We're on pack 5, and we've got 2 Mythics. So Mythics are kind of the big dollar cards usually. Okay. Sometimes the rares can be worth quite a bit. Occasionally uncommon, but
Yeah.
most of the time, like if you're gonna have $100 card, it's gonna be a mythic nowadays.
Ah, that's true.
And so
Dragons,
we got
red dragons.
Master Hunter. Yeah, it'd be all right.
One of the
Oh, that's a good one.
Ooh.
So that is a mythic dragon. So he is huge. So card draw is like super powerful in the game, and so this allows you, if he does damage, you get to draw like a whack of cards. So
and that's really useful because that gets you more cards in your library. I believe that's what
no, the library is kind of like your deck that's sitting on the thing, and then you pick them up, and the cards you can actually play are out of your hand. So you're gonna hold up, hold your cards up like this. You might have one card in your hand, and this could give you, I think, up to 20 cards, and you're probably gonna win. You're probably gonna win the game if you do that. So. It's pretty good. Oh, and double mythic, 2 in a row.
Ooh, very nice.
Durnan of the Yawning Portal. And why should I know that name? No?
There's actually a kind of a set over, just over behind the counter. It's the Inn of the Yawning Portal.
Oh, there you go. So this is one of the, I guess, big characters from that.
Yeah.
Jeez, I got to read some more D&D books and stuff.
Oh,
It's been a while.
Ooh, and Collective Hours, very fun monsters to run if you're the dungeon master. Very not fun to play against if you're a player. As it says, devours your intelligence, and as most D&D players should know, if your intelligence reaches 0,
you're dead.
You're done.
Nice. I didn't know that. I'm gonna have to play some more D&D too.
Oh, you can play it here at Dragon World.
I should do that sometime, shouldn't I? Legion Loyalty, another mythic. So we got 3 mythics in all full art. 2 full art ones in this pack.
Very good pack.
Yeah. And we got a Myriad Equipment, which I think is good in the full art. I haven't quite figured out if I'm gonna love Myriad yet as a. There's kind of different like abilities that they have. Flying would be one. Ward is one. And
if I'm not mistaken, flying means only another flying creature can hit it. So if you don't have flying, you can't hit a flying creature, correct?
Can only block it.
You can only block it.
So you can use it to, say, defend against somebody attacking you with something on the ground. Does that make sense? Like if a bird can fly down and block it.
That's true.
Right? But then, you can't fly. You can't, like, you and I can't jump up in the air high enough to stop a bird if it wants to fly over us. So it kind of makes sense that way. It's the way I think of it anyway.
That's true.
And then occasionally there are some abilities that'll kind of let you block the flyers without it. But
ooh, Illithid hard. Illithids are such a very interesting and
with the mind control.
Oh yeah. So they're very kind of high. They're like a hive mind almost.
Right.
All of them, like one whole colony will live under one elder brain.
Okay.
If anyone here watches Critical Role, you should know from like the first 12 episodes. It goes very in depth, but Illithids are very kind of close community type monsters. They won't live next to each other, but they're all connected to each other.
They're all connected together in a community.
In one singular hive mind.
Okay. I'm just trying to remember from when I've read about Illithids. Probably isn't that many times.
No. Ooh.
Fairy Dragon's pretty nice. Not as cute as the bunny.
No. Bunny supremacy. We should start in the comments here a chain of just bunny supremacy.
I might just put it a picture when I put this video up on the internet. I might just put a picture of the bunny.
The thumbnail is just.
You're gonna get like one view because everyone's gonna be like, "Oh wow, great! That's an amazing card you pulled there."
That's the best you pulled. I don't know.
All right, Seasoned Dungeoneer. It makes a lot of sense within Dungeons and Dragons. He's going through the dungeons. One of the abilities on this set is actually exploring a dungeon. So
actually, you got a dungeon card.
I did. Yeah. And so it's like the idea: you go through the rooms of the dungeon and find different things.
That's cool.
It's kind of a cool thing, eh? So they tried to do that. Cultist of the Absolute.
I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that is an Archmage.
That would make sense.
I believe that is an Archmage. I have a mini very similar to that card design. Yeah, I do.
Do you collect the minis very much, or
no? I wouldn't say collect. I get ones that I'm going to use, and then when I don't use them anymore, then they go on the shelf.
Okay, so this is a big time reprint card. Really nice art. Basically, just deals with creature types, and you can draw cards from it. But it was a pretty popular card, and then they've done a reprint of it, and so it's actually probably worth a few bucks. I don't know how much, but.
We have Ball here, Lord of Murder. I didn't see this one.
Yeah, and I kind of skipped them because I did them before. So, Bal, so he's a god, obviously, I think.
If I'm not mistaken, I believe he is from the Legends of Baldur's Gate campaign setting. I don't know I'm fairly confident on that because I've run not the Legends of Baldur's Gate. Descendant of Avernus. I'm like kind of drawing a blank here, but Baldur's Gate is a very major city in some campaign settings.
Okay.
And Ball, I believe, is closely tied to it.
So I read the very first books I read back in, I want to say 1987, was a trilogy called what's it called? I know it's Shadowdale, Tantris, and Waterdeep. I think they're called The Fall of the Gods or something like that trilogy. Does that sound right?
Yeah, that sounds right.
And so I read those, and Ball comes to Earth and is trying to kill people. I think they might off him.
Displacer kittens. I love Displacer kittens.
Awesome.
Displacer beasts are fun to run, but getting to know that you have a little kitten that can do almost the same as the full-grown form, just as scary because it's big, it's deadly, but it's really small.
So I have no idea the concept of this card. It just looks funny to me, but
it does look funny. But Displacer kittens are
actually legit.
They are legit creatures. You can run Displacer kittens. Most people go for the beast though, because beast is a better name than a kitten. More scary.
Kittens are better.
They are better, but.
And if you've ever been around a kitten and had your hand near a kitten, then you know the
deadly
pain you're going to feel. We got Bane, Lord of Darkness, another god, so that's pretty cool. Miriam, Sentinel Worm, so a dragon spirit. This is a pretty nice commander dragon, so I'm going to be pretty good. Oh, and this is beautiful.
I believe, if I'm not mistaken, when it's 2 lands, it can be used as either or, correct?
So with this, you can use it for a mountain or a forest. So you can tap for one or the other. There are some that do both at the same time, but this one is...
that is very cool.
These are pretty nice. So these are called a crowd land. So you basically only really good in multiple player games. If you play it in a one-on-one game, that's our first in the full art foil, so that's pretty nice. So they're going to be probably pretty rare in the full art foil. So I'm going to bet those cards are... I think you might be able to get them for $40 right now.
Really?
I'm going to guess they're going to get up to 60 or 70 because they're not going to be super common. At least what we have seen so far in that art. And rarity breeds value.
That is typically true.
Ancient Copper Dragon. So this is part of that dragon cycle too. So this is absolutely a huge card. It's going to get played tons.
So there's a big misconception when you say ancient. So typically how they go is they go from wormling to young, adult, ancient in terms of like a dragon's lifespan.
Yeah.
Ancient dragons are very old.
Okay.
Typically, depending on the type of dragon, I believe it's around 400 years old to become an ancient dragon.
Oh, really?
And they are very strong. If you compare an adult dragon to a ancient dragon, it would probably take around 3 or 4 adult dragons to have a fair fight with an ancient dragon. And even then, it would still be a hard fight.
Wow.
So ancient dragons are very powerful, very tough creatures. I don't know how they do in Magic, but from my experience in D&D,
usually they're like we'll have ancient dragons or elder dragons are considered very strong. Yeah. So usually the best ones. So this one's a mythic. This one also is a very good dragon horror as well. Not a mythic, but very good as part of the dragon cycle. The dragons in this set are fantastic, which makes sense in D&D, right? Because dragons are such a big thing at times.
Another 2 land?
Yeah, another land in full art. That's really nice. Beautiful.
2 back to back. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Beautiful art on them. So.
Oh, I love the art.
Raga,
I love this art.
Raga, Draga, Gorgut's boss. And the art is really cool.
I love.
Kind of hard to pick up all the details, eh? It's because a little bit.
Yeah, you definitely have to take some time in looking at them, but these are all definitely worth checking out later.
So, again, all available on the Dragon World Games website. The details are going to be in the description. We got a nice demon here. We got another Merkel here. I think we did him before, right?
Yep.
Okay. All these cards available on the website. They will be available on I don't know what day it is. The actual release day. So in about a week and a half, they will be available for you to pick up at the store, or if you want them shipped, you can do it that way as well, and they'll go that day. So.
Human rogue, personal class of preference of mine. Yep. I do love playing rogues, as when it comes to a rogue, they can be the best at anything they want to be, because rogues have a feature called expertise, which means if they get proficiency in something, they can add double proficiency to it using the expertise feature.
Oh wow!
So, what would you say is better when it comes to the archaic studies, a wizard or a rogue? What would you say?
A wizard?
No, a rogue with expertise, because he can double proficiency.
Oh, wow.
Anything
Okay.
you can think of, rogues can be better at it, which is why I love playing as rogues.
So on a side note, the last game of D&D I did play, we got a big dragon here again.
Big Dre.
So he's pretty nice. Anyways, I'm not going to talk too much about him, but he's a good dragon. All right. So the last game of D&D I played, there was a rogue in the party, and he stole something from the group. And I rolled to see if I could find him, if I could see it happen, and I won the roll. And so I punched the character. It was a 12-year-old boy, and it made him cry.
In real life or in the game?
In the game.
Oh, okay.
But he was really upset that I punched his character.
It's about the equivalent.
Hunted one, so we got a mythic. Well, I don't care. I was like, come on, man. I was like, this is my character. Your character's kind of a jerk. We got a Morphic Pool. Yeah, another big land.
Getting really lucky.
We're just having fun. Yeah, the lands is big in this box.
Another Wrathful Dragon.
Rag Dragon. We're getting a lot of the rare dragons in this. And we got an Undercity here.
I believe you already have one Undercity so far.
We do, yeah. We got one kicking around here somewhere. So we got 2 packs left. We got 3 of the lands. Let's see if we can maybe hit all the whole round of them. We're low on mythics, so we're hoping for a double or a triple mythic pack for our dollars. Though we're getting a lot in the land slot, so this is
Boar,
good.
very nice card.
Who or what?
The Boar. I like that kind of design of the falling.
Sorry, the boar. I skipped past the boar.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, I like the full, the kind of the falling leaves here design in the.
There should be a boo token actually, and that's going to be the one that's actually worth money.
I know everyone's probably going to be looking for that one.
Yeah, I don't think I own one. I don't think I pulled one in the last. There was 2 a set before that had it, and I don't think I pulled one. All right, so we got a Gith warrior, whatever. Okay.
Giths aren't a very common race,
Exactly.
but they don't have the best proficiencies. There's not many builds that work well with Giths, so they just kind of get swept under the rug, just like the dust and the afterpath of a kegger party.
So we got a shapeshifter doppelganger here. So that's pretty cool.
Shapeshifters make for great mini bosses, but they're better for role-playing counters instead of actual fighting because, they can shapeshift. It's not going to really change their stats that much.
So this card in particular, a lot of people like to search their library. There's cards that help them search through their library and pull the cards they want. So this is kind of a little bit of a counter to that. So it's not bad, not a bad card. I'm sure it's going to get a decent amount of play. All right.
Another background card, the Charlatan.
Yeah, I'm not sure how the background stuff's going to be, how good it's going to be at this point. We'll see.
Eldritch Pack, that sounds like something you'd have to do with a Warlock's... I can't remember the word. The Warlock's evil guy.
The Warlock's evil.
Patron.
So,
patron.
Well, the Eldritch, the card itself is really good because you're going to get to draw a lot of cards. If you have enough life, that is. The only downside to the card is if you're down in life, it's going to be less than useless too because it's just going to kill you probably. So
a lot of magic items we saw in there. You got a couple.
This Lightning Bolt's going to be actually worth a little bit. This is a really nice reprint. It's just a common, but I'm betting it. I bet you it's worth a couple bucks.
How about for combat prowess? Based on what you reading of the card, how good of a card would you say that is for?
Oh, this card?
If you get into a fight.
Oh, this is classically a classic spell. This is like magic missiles or something. That would be a really common spell in the game, and it's super strong card. So it's been around. I think it's been around since one of the original sets, and it's been reprinted a bunch of times. And every time you get it, you're just happy to get it because it's so playable. So,
very cool.
Yeah. Grell Philosopher. I don't even know what's going on here. Some kind of weird.
It's kind of like the next step up from an Intellective Hour, like the one we saw earlier.
Okay. It's kind of cool looking. All right. Will's Reversal in full art. It's kind of just cool art. Probably a good card. All right. Carlock, Fury of Avernus. We haven't had this yet. This is a mythic again. So whenever you attack, if it's the first combat phase of the turn, untap all creatures you control. They gain first strike until end of turn. After this phase, there's an additional. So basically, you get to attack twice if you have this.
Oh, very cool. Just like the extra attack feature a lot of the martial classes get when they hit about level 5.
So, and if you'll see what we did, we actually pulled 2 of the same card in 2 different arts.
That is amazing.
Back to back. So, assuming, I don't know what this is worth, so assuming it's good. It's probably not bad, it's a mythic, but assuming that it's got a bit of value to it, that is a good thing.
And we got a very aggressive-looking squirrel.
And yeah, exactly.
Very aggressive-looking squirrel.
This is actually a reprint token, so this has been around a few times. So, all right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 mythics in the box. Not bad for mythics. Big on the lands though. These lands we got here are just gorgeous, and going to be absolutely huge. So, Thanks so much, George, for doing the opening with us.
Yeah, no worries.
We did not pull Alminster, which we're going to show in the video now. You're giving this to me?
No, I never give anything.
See? I thought she was giving me as a present. I was like super excited.
No.
I know she wouldn't do that. It's okay. But yeah, this is Elminster, which we are going to still keep searching for, or I'm going to buy it today. We'll see. I can't buy it today. I can't even buy it. This is horrible.
You can pre-order
I
it.
can pre-order it. All right, we'll talk. Anyways, hope everyone enjoyed the video. Check out Dragon World Games. And of course, subscribe to the channel. We are going to be doing all kinds of cool stuff. There's going to be a event for Double Masters actually on July 1st here at Dragon World Games,
And we have our qualifier on August 20th.
and they've got a qualifier on August 20th. And there's just all kinds of good stuff. If you use the COTC code on the website, you will get a bit of a deal on some of the cards, on some of your singles. So do that and take advantage. Great store. Hope you enjoyed the video. Everyone have a magical day. Thanks so much, George.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you for having me.